There have been 5 great mass extinctions in the history of our planet, when at least 75% of the known species disappear. The last mass extinction was 66 million years ago, when an asteroid wiped out the dinosaurs. Now scientists think humans are hastening another mass annihilation of plants and animals. Among the causes this time are pollution, habitat destruction, overexploitation of resources, and climate change. Mexican ecologist Gerardo Ceballos is among the world's leading scientists on extinction. He explains how serious the situation has become over the last century. According to Gerardo Ceballos, now on Earth there are only 2% of the big fishes that were in the oceans 50 years ago. Only 2% are living. We have lost around 70% of all the animals that were on the planet. All the big animals, all the mammals, birds, 70% are gone since 1918. In Southeast Asia, we have lost 90% of the tropical forest of Southeast Asia since 2000. So, our impact is so massive that we are becoming this meteorite that is impacting the planet. The difference with the previous mass extinction is that they took tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, even millions of years to happen. In this particular case, this is happening so fast, now in just 2-3 decades. Even the species that are not affected directly by the extinction crisis won't have enough time to evolve and survive this impact that we're doing. Every 2 years, the World Wildlife Fund produces a document called the Living Planet Report. It's a biennial report card that details the health of planet Earth's wildlife, showing the average decline of species populations since they were first monitored in 1970. According to Rebecca Shaw, we saw a really big change between the 2018 report and the 2020 report that surprised us. It went from 64% to 68%. You wouldn't expect to see that big decline in 2 years. Rebecca Shaw is chief scientist and senior vice president at the World Wildlife Fund. The thing that undermines species populations globally, the number one thing is habitat destruction. And that habitat destruction usually comes from the expansion of agricultural land. So mowing down the tropical rainforest to plant soy, or to plant corn, or to graze cows. We no longer have the services that those rainforests give us, like stabilizing the planet's climate, like stabilizing weather patterns, like producing food and fresh water. We use 70% of all the fresh water on the planet to irrigate our crops. One of the most important things we can do moving forward is to really get so much better at what we produce, where we produce it, how we produce it. Make sure that we are eating foods that are planet-friendly and species-friendly and that we don't waste food. Right now, 40% of all food that is produced is wasted. And if that's the case, it means you need to do a 40% bigger draw on nature in order to produce that food. And so, stop wasting food. Without changing our behavior, this extinction crisis will become irreversible. Rebecca Shaw says that none of the dinosaurs made it through the last mass extinction. Humans won't make it through this mass extinction. We require so much of nature, and natural resources, and stability from nature, and stability from the climate in order to thrive. And if we're not thriving, if we don't have food to eat, fresh water, clean air, we cannot thrive, and we cannot survive. I really do feel like we have the chance and the opportunity to work together to stop climate change, to stop the decline of biodiversity. And we do so for our own good. And I think we will figure it out. We just have to figure out faster than we probably will. You may consider subscribing if you like what you saw.